Hey guys, Chris, Geek Nation here. So I'm finally going to do it. I'm finally going to start in my my home brewing videos. I've been threatening to do it for a while now. I've just finally, sat down, got a chance to map out what exactly I want to do with them and how to present them and all that stuff. So this first video is just going to be basically me showing off the junk I use to brew, my brew kettles, all my kegs, and all that stuff, just to kind of give you guys an overall view of what I'm going to be doing with the channel and what kind of equipment I'll be working with and showing you guys how to use it and all that stuff. So expect to see the first videos in the next couple days to a week or so. I've got a couple kind of short ones I want to start with just to kind of help you guys out, if you're new to it, or even if you're not new to it and you want to get it all grain and all that stuff. So without further ado, let me get you showing my stuff here. Okay, so this is my garage. This is where I keep all my stuff. It kind of gets mixed in with a baby stroller and my lawn equipment. So you see what I have to deal with, but I like keeping it out here on the shelves. It's dry, and so yeah. But anyway, I use these are all Blickman Boilmakers. I use these are 10-gallon pots. I use them for this is the boil kettle. This is the mash tun, and no, I lied. This is the hot liquor tank, and this is the mash tun, and you can see, well, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's the auto sparge, the louvered plate up in there. You can kind of see it there. This works freaking amazing for a mash tun. These things are, they're a little over $300 a pop, but they're just incredible pots. Super thick steel. The thermometers are dead on. You can see there it actually tells you the proper brewing temps and everything out, and they hold the temperature really well. Yeah, so that's that. And on the boil kettle, here is the new thing that Blickman just came out with. It's their hot blocker. It goes in, and you move this up and down when you want to extract the wort into your cooler or your chiller or whatever. This thing right here is kind of the old version of this that I made. I put a paint strainer bag in here to dump hops in so I don't get a lot of trouble. I use all silicone tubing and quick disconnects, as you can see there. Okay, so that just fell. That's good. Here's my mashing paddles, metal spoon, high temperature gloves, you gotta have those, and just random goodies here that I use throughout the brew day. Something I always recommend people get is yeast food. Put this in at like 10 minutes into the end of the boil. Here's my capper that I don't use all that much. This is a great thermometer, recommended by Bobby from New Jersey, and take some advice. Really good stuff, cheap too. Here's another quick disconnect that I just have laying around just in case I need it. Here's my paint strainer bags. You get 2 for like $1 at Home Depot, and they work just freaking amazingly. Here's one of my fermenting buckets. Here's some better bottles. Here's my pitcher that I use just to if I have to measure something out. What else here? Oh, let me show you on here. Here is the other end to the quick disconnect, and I apologize if this is shaky, but as you can see, you just pull it back, push it on, and boom, it's on. It's a good tight connection. Never had a leak at any of them, so it works great. If you haven't done that yet, go to McMastercar.com and you can order the parts there. It's pretty cheap, it's worth having, let me put it that way. Okay, so over here is a grain mill. I use a drill on it, so I don't have the handle on it, but here's my old mash tun, still works like a charm. Here is some extra kegs. Down there, that's propane tank obviously, and there's my burner. That's my primary burner, that's the one I use the most, and I have another one sitting back there. It's kind of a backup. That's just some random gas line parts that I haven't had time to put away. We just moved into this house about 6 months ago, so there's still kind of some chaos here. But this right here is awesome. Blickman beer gun. This fills bottles from a keg like nothing freaking else, and I'm actually going to do a demo on this because I think it's such a great product. Something I always have is a keg full of Star San for running through my kegerator lines, or just cleaning out the beer gun, or just, you know, it's a really good thing just to have sitting around. Here's my it's my 20-pound CO2 tank I use for carbonating kegs, force carbing, or I use it for the beer gun to fill bottles. And this right here, this is my chilling setup. It's a Chillzilla hooked up to a March pump. And basically, you know, you hook, it's counterflow chiller, hook the hose in here, goes out there, beer goes in one end, cold water goes in the other end. Gets thinned out, they meet in the middle, boom. I can run 5 gallons through this from boiling to like 68 degrees in about 10 minutes. It works unbelievable. My pump's actually starting to act up. It's not priming real well anymore. I don't know what's going on. It is a couple years old, so maybe it's time for a new one. But again, all silicone tubing. You can see here with quick disconnects and all that stuff. So this is a Kegel I got. I think I'm going to eventually go to a single tier setup, and I'm going to use this as the HLT, but you know, I've got that there. And alright, let me take you over to my keezer, and then I'll show you the kegerator real quick. Okay, so this is my keezer. This is where I lager all my lagers, ferment all my lagers, or if I need to do a cold crash or something, I'll put it in here. It's a, I think it's a Johnson or a Ronco, I forget. Yeah, it's a Johnson controller. So the freezer gets plugged into this, and I set the temperature to, what do I have it set at? I have it set at 33. I have it set at 35 with a 2-degree differential. So, but it keeps it nice and cold. The thermostat goes in here, and this is actually where I keep, you can see, I actually keep on my beer right now that I'm going to be reviewing. So, you guys, yeah, I got a couple beers I got to review in here. Yeah, but I won't get into that. And don't mind that Coors Light, it's my brother's-in-law. I don't even want to hear about it, alright? I do not even want to hear about that. That is not mine. I swear. No, seriously, it's not. Alright, so that's that. Let me take you in, and yeah, usually if I have to lager in here, I'll pull a bunch of beer out, and I can just set it in here and set the temperature for, you know, 42 or whatever. So let me take you in and show you the kegerator real quick. Okay, so this is the kegerator that I built, and it's the Sanyo model that you can no longer get. So I don't know if they, you know, put out a newer version of this, but it was perfect. Doesn't have a freezer, and it's just all refrigerator. I built this one myself, and you can see in here in the back there's a 5-pound CO2 tank, and it fits 2 kegs perfectly. The one on my left is a what the hell? Oh, it's a double bock. A Celebrator double bock clone, and the one on the right is a Belgian triple IPA. This one's gonna be empty here pretty soon. This is actually the one I'm gonna use to fill some bottles with the beer gun. Show you guys how it works. But I use Perlick taps. I used to just use, you know, the generic ones. These things are freaking worth every single penny. They never stick. You know, I could not use these taps for 2 weeks, and if I come back, it's not going to be stuck or anything. I think they're absolutely worth every single penny, and they come apart real easy. They just unscrew to do that, and that's about that.